Hello everyone. It is definitely not early in the morning. I normally go out garage sailing, around 7 o'clock or so. Well, last night when I got home from work on Friday night, I checked online just to see, in the area, how many garage sales were going on. I know I always freestyle it. I don't, actually look up addresses and go to those houses. But I noticed because of a cold snap that was coming through, last night and into this morning, there was like 3 in my county listed. There was about 40 of them on Friday, and then everyone had taken them down, the postings for them for Saturday. And it was 44 degrees this morning at about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. So I figured, there's going to be no one probably set up, and I have a little bit of a sore throat. So I'm like, all I'm going to do is drive around, probably feel like shit and get sicker and not find a single damn thing. So I decided to sleep in, and now I am on my way to M&M Games, which is one of our local retro game stores. I'm going to do a little bit of looking around there, pretty much for myself for Christmas shopping. But and then I figured I would hit up some of the thrift stores or pawn shops that are on the way back from there. And if I see any garage sales, which I already saw one, but they didn't have anything, and there was actually no one outside, even sitting outside. It's still 57, 58 degrees out. It's still pretty damn cold. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know that 45 or 55 is not very, very cold. It is for Florida, and it's pretty damn windy out. It's blowing probably about 15 miles an hour, so that doesn't help, and that is cold as hell for a Floridian. Just pulled up to M&M Games. Me and Joey came here on an episode a long time ago called Game Hunting in the Ghetto. There's a lot of strip clubs and pawn shops and stuff around here. I brought my list of games that I look for that for my collection. And then I also brought a 40 gig PS3 that has no cables, no controllers, and it doesn't read discs. Someone sort of gifted it to me. They said, we got a new one. I don't need it. So I am going to see if they want it for, 10 or 20 bucks. Like I said, it was free. It still turns on, still works, just won't read discs. So let's go find out. We ended up doing a trade. I traded them that PS3 for a copy of Super Adventure Island. They were asking 13 bucks for the game, so it's not a big deal to me. I mean, I was kind of hoping to get maybe $20 at least for it, but with no cables and no controller, and they're gonna have to go get it, repaired by their repair guy. So it's sort of I got it for free. I really don't care, and I got a new game. This is one of the Cash America pawns that kind of sucks in our area in the sense of getting a deal, but it's on the way down to all the other thrift stores, so I'm just going to check and just see if there's anything in there. Nope, still a bunch of $100 PSPs and a really, really small PS2 and Xbox selection. I just went to a little garage sale at this trailer park behind me, and I got a broken PS2 for $2. If you watched, I don't know exactly what episode it was, but it's one of the Video Game Sellers episodes where me and Joey were talking about how broken PS2s are selling for a decent amount now, and they actually sell better than new working ones. So I figured $2, and probably Aaron will end up grabbing this from me.
I'm at a Salvation Army, and they have a stack of Saturn games. The top one's a sports title, probably all sports titles, but I still want to check.
Surprisingly, the Saturn games all weren't sports titles. They actually had a copy of Clockwork Knight and a copy of Tomb Raider, which Joey actually just got a copy of Tomb Raider on the Saturn recently. And then, I think Joey's calling me. Hold on. It was Joey, and I was actually asking him how much this game goes for. It's Bill Lemire's Combat Basketball. I figure it goes for a couple dollars, but I paid 50 cents for it. And I figured Combat Basketball would be a little bit more desirable than, a normal basketball game. So she gave this to me for 50 cents. It was originally $1. And these were originally $3, $2.99 each. And she gave them to me for $1 each. So $2.65 with the tax. That's pretty cool. I just came from this Salvation Army, and they had a bunch of DS games for $4. All crappy titles, though, like Cake Mania and some puzzle games. I noticed they were going to be doing a 50% off sale, though, on the 29th, and I was thinking maybe it would be worth it to come back, buy them, and go trade them in at my game store. But the more I thought about it, I think they all trade in for like $1 to $2 anyway, so it wouldn't be worth it. But funny enough, the location where I just got those 2 Saturn games is like 2 buildings down, and this Salvation Army location had a couple Saturn games. They're not amazing titles, but they're complete and in pretty good condition, and they had $2 each on them. Fighters Megamix, sorry, there's a glare, and Criticom. I've actually never heard of this one. But yeah, like I said, they're in good condition, and for $2, you know, I wasn't going to pass on them. I'm heading home. It is after 5 o'clock. I'm sure all the pawn shops and thrift stores are either closed or closing very soon, and there's no more garage sales going on right now. But I did go by one more pawn shop. I picked up a few boxed Genesis games, and I will show you them as soon as I get home, which for you guys is right now. It's been a few hours since I've gotten home. I feel a lot sicker than I did when I left this morning. So I'm going to do this kind of quick. I'm hoping that the sickness goes away overnight before I have to be at the flea market at like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. So the 4 Genesis games I picked up were Sonic 3D Blast, complete in box with the manual. The box is actually in pretty damn nice shape. A complete copy of Warlock. The manual on this, though, is a little rough. And Turtles Tournament Fighters. No manual on Genesis. And the last one I wish had the manual because I want it for my collection. Steel Empire. See, no manual, but the card is in pretty damn good shape. Now, I paid a lot of these. Like, this one was originally marked like $10. I think the Sonic 3D Blast, like the sticker's been ripped off, but it looks like that was marked $10 at one time. I got them all for $5, so $20 for the 4 of them. Not that great of a deal. I mean, a couple of these go for like in the $10 range. Maybe they're going to push, you know, like $15 if they're like in really nice shape. So not that great of a deal on these, but I do plan on probably keeping the Warlock for my collection because I don't have that myself. So that's it. I mean, the other stuff, you know, I picked up, you already saw, just those Sega Saturn titles, which I was kind of happy to see. I mean, I grabbed this for, what, a buck? Oh, no, this one was $2. I grabbed this for $2, and at least this one's in really, really nice shape, the Fighters Megamix, and I saw that it goes for anywhere from, like, $15 complete, all the way up to, like, a few have sold for, like, $25, $27, so that was a decent score. These ones I pretty much knew the price on. I mean, I figured this one was only going to be, like, between $5 and $10 also. And then, of course, the the Combat Basketball that I got for 50 cents. Yeah, I knew that one wasn't going to be more than, like, $1 or $2, and that's about what it is, like a buck or two. And then I'm keeping, obviously, the copy of Super Adventure Island for Super Nintendo that I got for trading that PS3. And I wanted to say, before someone goes, why would you trade your PS3 even though it was broken for one game? They're sort of like acquaintances of myself and of Joey in the sense that they've come out to Joey's booth before and bought stuff. I've purchased many things from them. I got my Virtual Boy from them. So we're sort of like on a acquaintance level. But this game generally sells for about $10 to $13, and a broken PS3 40 gig, I was looking, and it seems to go anywhere right now for like $20 to $40, but then I'd have to ship the damn thing, and like I said, it had no cables or anything like that, so I just didn't want to deal with it, and shit, you know, I was heading up there anyway, so I figured I'd just trade it to them, and I got a game out of it, so no sweat off my back. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully next week it won't be as cold out, it won't be, I won't be sick, and hopefully there'll be some, you know, after Christmas garage sales going on, maybe people trying to get rid of some extra junk that now they have all their new fancy presents. So I will see you later. Peace.